What's up, YouTube? Nate here, and today in the mail I got this mysterious package from the RightStuf.com. I'm not really sure what's inside, but hey, if you stay tuned, we'll find out.
We all know it's Sailor Moon.
Hush you. Welcome back. So, yeah, I was actually pleasantly surprised when pretty much all of a sudden out of the blue, a couple days early, I received this beautiful standard cream brown package from the RightStuf.com. Well, what is inside? Well, I'm pretty sure I already know exactly what's inside because I've only ordered one thing from RightStuf.com that should show up to my doorstep around right now, and that is Sailor Moon R Volume 1. So let's go ahead and crack this little bad boy open and see what's inside, because you know what? I love a good unboxing just like the next guy, and to be honest, I've been waiting for this for quite some time. You know, something always that kind of annoys me with at least the way RightStuf apparently used to do pre-orders, because I guess now to pre-order you have to actually have the money in your account as soon as when you do the pre-order, because they charge you right then and there, despite the fact that the item that you're pre-ordering isn't going to come out for another 5 months. So needless to say, Sailor Moon Volume 2 of Sailor Moon R, I already have pre-ordered, and well, unfortunately I've already paid for it, which is to me a little annoying. I'd rather use that money for something else right now and then use the money later for budgeting and all that other fun stuff, but whatever. Needless to say, what I was going on about is, well, for some odd reason, every time I pre-order something from RightStuf, they charge me long before the release date, like 2 or 3 weeks they'll try to charge me for it. And, well, I'm not expecting it when it happens, so I wind up not having the funds in my account, and then I have to go through all this rigmarole, say, hey guys, let me call you back in a little bit, I'll have the money in this little bit, and then they'll finally charge me, and in the end I wind up getting the package later than, well, basically street date, and I guess that's kind of their thing, is they want to, you know, give it to me right on street date. So I wound up getting this a few days after street date, which is a little annoying. But either way, though, this showed up on my doorstep today, and I'm excited to open this up because, well, this looks like exactly what I ordered, exactly what I thought. So typical RightStuf packaging. I actually like the way they do packaging because you've got this extra little cardboard air thing that does a good job keeping the disc inside, which is kind of nice and cool. And then you've got this extra bit of paper bag and whatnot that does stuff. So that's kind of sweet and whatever. But for now, we'll just toss it aside because what we really want is what's inside. So here's what's inside. Let's see. Anything else in here? Nope. Just a empty cardboard box. So we'll go ahead and throw the junk back in here, and we'll toss it out of the way. So let's take a look at what all came in this package here. So looks like this is my this is my packing slip, and taped to a packing slip is a special coin, the little added extra that they put inside here that I got because I pre-ordered the package. So one of the things why I really needed to pre-order, because I love these little coins and I can't wait to crack it open and take a look. But first off, got your standard advertisements that RightStuf puts in here. So this is one for Please Twins, or, you know, as I prefer to call it, Onigai Twins. Now, Onigai Teacher is way better than Onigai Twins, in my opinion. And then you got, looks like VC or V Gundam, Gundam Victory, or whatever. It's a new Gundam. I don't know much about it because I haven't watched Gundam since, like, the 90s. Like, 0083 Stardust Memory is kind of the last real Gundam I was really involved with. Oh, well, I guess Wing. Gundam Wing, technically. And I watched a little bit of Seed when it came out, but I don't know. Didn't care for Seed too much. Let's see. What's this other one? No Game, No Life. Don't know much about this show. Heard it's pretty cool, but I don't really know much about it. But anyway, they're pretty heavily advertising that right now. And then, well, we got the thing we're actually looking for, the actual box. And just like Volume 1 of the first series of Sailor Moon, this is a single thing which has a spot for the Volume 2 disc. And then, of course, later on they'll sell it as one big whole package. But I wanted to get this as early as possible because I wanted this coin. So let's take a look at the coin here. It's unlike the last box. The coin in the last box just came kind of in the box. It was just kind of rattling around. This time they decided to tape it to the packing slip, which is kind of cool because, well, it keeps it from rattling around in the box and possibly damaging things, though, you know, it's standard packing tape, which is a little bit sticky. I don't think it left any residue, though, so that's cool. So, packing slip here, we'll set that aside, because, well, I like to keep that for my records, because you never know. Were to have a fire or something, at least I have records of everything that I have, so, you know, at least I'll get the money back for it. May not get the exact items, which kind of sucks if you think about it for some of the stuff I've got back here, but either way, this is the coin. I know you can't see it too well right here, but I'll describe it a little bit and then I'll show you guys. So on the front here it says Sailor Moon R and then Viz Media, and under it it says not for sale. So, I mean, special coin, not necessarily supposed to be sold and whatnot. Looks actually exactly like the coin that came in the Sailor Moon package, except it just has an R on it. So that's kind of cool. And then Moon Crystal Power makeup is set on the back, and then you got the new crystal brooch and all of that stuff. So it's pretty much the exact same coin, just slightly updated for R, because in R it's Moon Crystal Power instead of Moon Prism Power. And, of course, it's Sailor Moon R, not Sailor Moon. So that's kind of what the coin looks like. Here, we'll give you guys a bit of a view. So there's the front side of the coin. It says Viz Media Sailor Moon R. And on the back, you've got, it says right here, you know, Moon, Crystal, Power, Makeup, and all that other fun stuff. So, yeah, you know, I kind of love these coins. I guess they call them challenge coins or whatever, because, I mean, this is a nice heavy-weighted coin that I could, you know, use to do a coin toss. Oh, look, tails. At least I think it's tails. Well, you have to kind of decide. You have to find which one's which, but either way, that's cool. Got that out of the way. That's definitely awesome. So, well, let's take a look at the package. So, you can kind of see what they got here. You've got the front here, and then the sides to Sailor Moon R, and the back you've got Usagi on here and all that other fun stuff. And, well, let's rip this plastic off of here and see what's all inside. Because, you know, you got to get to the nuts and bolts, the nitty-gritty, the cool stuff that's inside. So, just like the first one, the first pack, it comes with this extra piece of cardboard on the outside, which basically gives you the information that is already on the Blu-ray disc. So it's just something extra on the outside so they can kind of display it. So we'll pull off this cardboard here, and you know, so you kind of see all the little bits and whatnot that comes on this. I do like the fact that while they did have it kind of stuck on there a little bit with that sticky, tacky stuff, it's didn't leave any residue behind, which is always nice. So let's go ahead and pull everything out of here and just take a look at the box as the box just stands. So it's a nice, heavy chipboard, I guess they call this chipboard, case. Very thick, very sturdy, which is definitely nice, because I wind up having stuff sit up here on top of each other, so having nice sturdy cases helps, at least for the time being, until I can get a proper shelf back here. You know, one of these days, rather than spending money on all of this stuff, I should spend money on the shelves to store the stuff, but anyway, we'll figure it out from there. So let's take a look at the case. So you got your front here, Sailor Moon R, got a little picture of Sailor Moon. It's not really anything on the top. just a little bit of copyright info on the bottom. On the side here, it says Sailor Moon R. In some way, shape, or form. I hope you guys can actually read that. And it says Season 2 at the bottom. Got some information there. And then on the back, you've got the new brooch, and it just kind of looks like that. So it's kind of minimalistic, very similar to the way the other one was designed. So that's nice. They kept, that design feature up, which is definitely pleasing to my eyes at the very least. So let's take a look at this next piece here. So this is the extra piece of cardboard that they add here that really adds no real value to this case other than basically holds a spot inside here until you get Volume 2 when it comes out later on. In fact, if I remember right, Volume 2 comes out in late October, and I believe RightStuf, I already said it earlier, RightStuf.com has a pre-order going. In fact, there's probably annotations and other stuff, links around for you guys to check that out because, I've already pre-ordered it, so why not you if you're taking a look at all of this? Anyway, moving on. The next cool thing that comes with the limited edition version of this, because, that's what I got, the limited edition, is the Sailor Moon R booklet. This looks pretty much just like the other booklet, the booklet from the first Sailor Moon. We've got, starting off here, you've got a little bit of background, some legends so far. The storyline pretty much kind of gets you up to speed with basically what happened in the first series. And then it goes into an episode guide. And it's actually labeling the episodes on the full episode number, not necessarily episode 1 of Sailor Moon R. It starts with episode 47 because there's 46 episodes in the original Sailor Moon. And so we start off with episode 47. So that's definitely cool how they have that definitely outlined here, which is nice. Gives us the original broadcast date. Episode 47 broadcasted March 6th of 1993. So if you think about it, what is it right now? It's 2015. So this episode aired 22 years ago? Something like that. It's been quite a while, if you think about it. And knowing me, that's one of the things that I think about from time to time. It's like, I watched this back in the early 90s, and I love Sailor Moon. Makoto Kino, or Sailor Jupiter, was kind of my first crush as far as a lot of things went, anime-wise and things like that. And thinking about the age that these girls were at the time, we were all kind of the same age. And, now they're still teenagers. They're still youngins, and I've grown older, which sometimes makes me feel like a dirty old man, because I still do kind of like these characters for what they were. But, if you think about it, technically the characters do age, but at this time they're not aged. It's one of those really weird things with fandom, because you can kind of think the same way if you ever fell in love with Jasmine or Snow White or Beauty, not Beauty, Belle from Beauty and the Beast. Any of these, other characters, if you fell in love with them, they were fairly old technically, and you fell in love with them when you were 8. Well, now you're 38 and you're still in love with them, but they're still the age that they were, and it feels like cradle robbing sometimes. It's really weird the way all of that goes. So yeah, this goes through a bunch of the episodes, pretty much all of the episodes from Sailor Moon R, which is cool because it's not just the episodes from this volume, it's all of Sailor Moon R. And then we've got some pictures. So I guess we'll show you some of these pictures. Here's a cool picture of Pluto and Chibi Yusa, or Rini, as she was called in the English version. I don't know why I'm even bothering to say anything about the English version, but you know what? I was a big player in Save Our Sailors back in the 90s and whatnot. I fought hard to get the rest of R put out, and then, the rest of the seasons and whatnot. And so seeing, these episodes 73 and 74 on this booklet, which is the first 2 episodes of the second set of Sailor Moon R that didn't originally come out in the original releases that we fought so hard to get. It's kind of cool. In fact, I've made an AMV using that stuff because well, I love it so much. So we got, English cast notes, and then some more Sailor Moon. They've got advertisements in the booklet that you already bought for the stuff that you already bought. Come on, Viz. I don't need to be advertised to for the same stuff I've already got, but, whatever. It's kind of cool. You got the lyrics to Moonlight Legend, Moonlight Densetsu, so that's kind of cool. Otome no Policy, which is one of my favorite ending themes from Sailor Moon. It's the ending theme of Sailor Moon R. Definitely cool. I've got it going in my head right now, and it is taking everything that I can muster right now to not just break out into song. And now I've got Sailor Moon Super S's music going in my head. But either way, we got some more cool photos here. You've got Sailor Moon, you've got Neo Queen Serenity, and Chibiusa, and then you got the Dark Moon Kingdom here, which is definitely cool. And you've got this character chart that shows where everyone's connected, who they like, who they know, type things. In some ways, I guess it's kind of a love triangle thing. And then, what else do we got here? We got some information about Usagi. She's age 14, like I said. Definitely seems weird. She's blood type O. She's a Cancer. Get information about Sailor Mercury, Mars. Ah, yes, Jupiter. Makoto Kino, age 14. So, I mean, I look at her and I'm like, yeah, she's apparently 14, but I don't know. I don't think that makes me a pedophile. I don't like little kids. I'm not into all of that, but, I mean, I was 14 when I fell in love with her, so I guess that's just the way it goes. Yeah, I mean, we got some more character bios and pictures, and definitely a really cool added extra to go along with this. I mean, some of these images, these are images that I haven't necessarily seen. I mean, I troll forums for Sailor Moon photos. I troll 4chan. I go everywhere. I mean, I've been around the internet since the 90s, downloading stuff for Sailor Moon, and some of these images I have not seen, and honestly, I think they might be new pictures that were made specifically for this, because these are scenes that I've never seen, artwork that I've not ever seen, and so it's definitely cool. And we got some photos, it looks like, of the cast doing signings and whatnot. A lot of people dressed up as the Sailor Senshi and all this other cool stuff. And in the very back, the moonlight is a messenger of love. So that's really cool. That's an awesome piece of extra memorabilia that we got in here. But, well, I suppose we should get to the main event. The actual case that has the actual discs in it. And I'm a little sad. The plastic on this case around the edge here has cracked. I'm rather annoyed by that. I mean, this definitely would have happened during packaging that this happened, because this isn't something that would have happened inside here because of how this was set up and packaged. That's really sad. I'm definitely kind of sad about that. But either way, you've got the front picture here of Sailor Moon, and then on the back, you've got the rest of the information, which is the same stuff that was on this cardboard here, which is why I don't really need that. It's something I could toss because, well, got all the information I need here. So let's go ahead and crack her open and see what's inside. So what is inside? Well, inside you've got the discs. This comes with 3 discs. It is a 3-disc configuration. So there's a total of 6 discs in here. And what do you mean? There's 3 discs, but there's 6 discs. Well, what it is they've got you've got both Blu-ray and DVD in these packages, so that's definitely cool. So you've got disc 1, 2, and 3 here in Blu-ray with extras on the 3rd disc. And then you've got discs 1, 2, and 3 on DVD. So for those of you who don't have Blu-ray players still, or you're taking it on the go and whatnot, you've got DVDs of the updated quality. So that's definitely cool, as you can kind of see through here. So you've got discs 1 and 2 of the Blu-ray, which are kind of neat and interesting, followed by disc 3 with the extras on Blu-ray, and then of course you got disc 1 of the DVD, disc 2, and then disc 3 of DVD. And as you can see back here, there's an extra little picture, so I'm going to pull this out. So this is a bigger image of that Dark Moon Kingdom that they've got as the background of this image, and then of course, you know, you got the front here, and I can definitely tell it's not there that the issue is. You can kind of see that how it's kind of cracking right here on the edge, and yeah, that's a little annoying. I'm not sure what to do to replace it other than to try and find a Blu-ray case that has 2 inserts to allow for a total of 6 discs to replace this with, because, you know, that's definitely sad. I mean, it's not necessarily that big of a deal, but, I mean, this is something that I just bought. It is brand new, and it already has a defect on it, which is definitely not something that I was looking forward to. Sometimes the mass production of these things definitely comes with some casualties, but it is what it is, and I'll deal. Either way, though, this is definitely a cool configuration. So all of this stuff kind of fits inside. Go ahead and put the disc back in here, followed by the booklet, and then the extra piece of cardboard for the other disc, and that gives me a full set. So, yeah. This was Sailor Moon R, Volume 1 from Viz. I have no clue what the actual quality of the animation or any of that looks like, because, like I said, I just opened this. So eventually I will get to sit down and take a look at this and see how it all turns out. I've heard that Viz's remaster isn't necessarily the best remaster, but either way, though, it's definitely cool to finally have Sailor Moon on Blu-ray in a domestic form, so I don't have to, you know, spend $600 for just this. And if you think Sailor Moon is 5-6 seasons, and $600 per part of season, that gets really expensive really quickly. I pride myself on picking up, you know, 30 discs for $50. To pick up 1 disc for $600 definitely does not fit my MO. But either way, though, this is definitely cool. Glad I have this in my possession now, and I just need to figure out what to do about that slight little defect. But either way, guys, this is cool. I enjoyed this. If you guys want to see more unboxing videos, please do go ahead and, you know, leave comments and whatnot, things you'd like to see. I can definitely see about trying to tailor the content I put out to a little bit more of what you guys want, not necessarily just what I feel like popping out at the time. So please do go ahead and go through that. I love to hear your comments. Anybody else picked up these this set? Have any other opinions, comments, things on it? I definitely want to hear what you guys have to say because, well, you know, this is definitely fun and I love interacting with everybody. So this is my unboxing of the Sailor Moon R Volume 1, and this is Nate, signing off. Hey guys, thanks for sticking with me to the very end. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe. It helps me out and also notifies you when I release new videos. And if you want to see more content, why not check out one of the videos I've got linked right here. And it would also be really sweet if you consider helping my channel grow by supporting me on Patreon. I mean, how can you say no to that dancing fool on the screen there? Dancing, dancing fairy princess. Watch me as I twirl around this box that has something fairly expensive inside, but I don't care! She almost drops the thing, camera, expensive thing, yeah!
Free, no work, no good, no more.
Something like that.